Fellas, AC here. Welcome to another review. Today I'm going to talk about a Guerlain, and this is part of the Les Absolute or Les Absolute d'Orient line, which is a new reorganized line. This was released in 2014. It's centered around the note Sandalwood, and its creator is Thierry Vassa. Now, let me first talk about the Les Absolute d'Orient line. So this is basically a line which is bringing out new fragrances as well as consolidating existing fragrances which were part of the exclusive or the niche Guerlain line. For example, they used to do these L'Art des Matières line, which is basically art of the materials. And these bottles used to be 75. They've stopped doing these beautiful glass bottles, and now they're packaged in these sort of strange looking, they look almost clay-like bottles. I haven't got any at the moment, but I've seen them, touch them. They feel like clay-like bottles. Strange packaging, don't like them. They're all standard size, 125. So all these beautiful glass bottles have been replaced, and these are ones, they're 75 ml. The ones that are part of the Les Absolute d'Orient, I believe, are just one size, 125 ml. And it's being reorganized. So I did myself a favor. I got 3 of them. So got Guerlain Intense, Guerlain Intense, Encens Mythique, and Santal Royal. 5 ml each. I've tried them all, tested them properly. I'm ready to review them. I'll be reviewing them shortly. Today I'm going to talk about Santal Royal. Now, you guys who've been following me for a long time know that I absolutely adore Sandalwood. It's my favorite note, hands down. So when you first spray this, I won't spray this again because I sprayed it about 7 hours ago, 6-7 hours ago. And this is an absolute beast mode fragrance, and it's a scent of it's a journey of 2 scents. It's exactly like that. It's as if you're wearing 2 different fragrances. So the first 5 to 6 hours, or maybe even 4 to 5 hours, when you first spray it, it smells like a heavy oriental. And that's what I guess the idea is, Les Absolute d'Orient. So it smells like a heavy oud oriental, slightly skanky, heavy oud, and all you smell is oud. And oud is not one of my favorite notes because I'm bored of oud. Every time I smell oud, it's the same. But I know how to recognize oud. So when you first spray it, it's like an oud and rose fragrance. A lot of spicy, slightly skanky, quite woody, very common. Rose oud, very, very common. So it smells, and that's what got me first time. When I first sprayed this, I got all 3 together, so I sprayed them on a piece of paper, and I was totally disappointed. And I was disappointed, I still am disappointed with the opening. So I don't like the opening, I really have to endure it. Because it's so common smelling. I've smelled hundreds of Middle Eastern fragrances with oud and rose. It smells nothing special. But after about 4 or 5 hours, even a little bit earlier, boom, complete transformation. It's like someone you knew from your school days, and you meet them after 20 years and you see them completely transformed, changed for the better, like 10 times better. That's what happens to this fragrance, and that's why I was bowled over by this fragrance. So the oud and rose combination slowly subsides. The oud goes into the background, and what comes to the forefront is basically a top note of sandalwood. Bright, radiant, aromatic, airy, outstanding sandalwood. Really, really good. But oud in the background makes it still diffusive. So it's not a clear-cut sandalwood. It's just not sandalwood. There's sandalwood and oud. But the oud is sitting in the back. And along with that, there's subtle nuances of notes which make the sandalwood even better. So there's this beautiful chocolatey, patchouli type note. Unmistakable. It smells like dark chocolate. Unsweetened. The fragrance starts very sweet, reduces in sweetness. That chocolatey patchouli gets even warmer and cleaner because there's a beautiful note of amber. The warmth of amber. It's like really grows in warmth. Very, very alluring and friendly. And then cleanness. Sandalwood gives you this airiness. It's combined with nice clean musk. The fragrance becomes from slightly skanky, oud, heavy, diffusive, typical Middle Eastern fragrance to a very aromatic, dry, clean, beautiful smelling fragrance. The fragrance doesn't start unisex, becomes unisex. You know, if there was one lady out there who had a lot of patience to tolerate a quite masculine oud rose opening and then end up with this beautiful, airy, radiant, warm sandalwood fragrance, she would be rewarded. For men out there, you will be rewarded if you have patience, right? So, pros and cons. Now, this fragrance is basically one of a kind fragrance. You know, I don't have many fragrances in my collection which transform so much, right? And not only does it transform, it basically makes you feel as if you've worn two fragrances today. Yeah, that's the most interesting part, and that's also the negative, because as I said, when I first sprayed it on a piece of paper, I was very disappointed because I thought, oh, I've smelled this so many times. Why does Guerlain do this? Why does it have to do it? But I was wrong, right? And it also, okay, the second plus point is the clear strategy of Guerlain. What Guerlain have tried to do is they're trying to make extremely strong fragrances if they're asking you to pay more than $100. Now these ones, one size only, 125 ml, and I think they retail or are available online for 125 to 140 pounds. I don't know exactly how much it costs in the Guerlain boutique. I forgot. I must have asked because I frequent the Guerlain boutique in London quite a lot. And what they're doing is they're making a clear strategy, a clear promise. If you buy from the, Orient line, I keep forgetting the name, you're going to get a beast mode fragrance. I have no doubts. This is seriously beast mode. Absolutely beast mode. So the longevity is 14 hours. Projection is about 6 hours, maybe even 7. Yeah. Sillage is phenomenal. Absolutely massive sillage. Yeah. All of these. I've tried 3. All of them are just super strong fragrances. And the third positive is the composition quality is fantastic, man. When it dries down, that experience was phenomenal. I mean, still is. I mean, the fun starts after 7 hours. This smells so good. You know, imagine the best sandalwood, patchouli, musk, amber combination. You know, I'm thinking Richwood, Zerjoff. And that chocolatey smell reminded me of the dry down of this. This is an exquisite fragrance. It's Rare Fidelis by Histoires de Parfum. I've reviewed this one. I rate it very highly. The dry down of this fragrance reminded me of the dry down of Santal Royal. Just a little bit, yeah. The chocolatey, sandalwoody, woody smell is superb. Very rich and very opulent, okay? Downsides. Number one downside has to be the opening. The opening is so common and so beastly, it can really knock you sideways if you're not ready for it. These ones are very, very strong. And I suppose the second one has to be that if you were to make such a fine fragrance with such a fine dry down, it's just stupendous, this dry down. Why make people wait for 7 hours? Yeah? So that has to be a sort of downside, because a lot of people are just going to stay clear of this fragrance because it takes so long to cook on your skin, right? So those are pros and cons. So seasons to wear this. Look, I think undoubtedly this is a fragrance that will work in cold weather or cool-ish weather. So spring, autumn and winter. I can't wear this in summer. This is too strong. Way too strong, right? The first compliment factor, when the fragrance dries down, it is a mass appealing killer fragrance. Not mass appealing, sorry. It's a massive killer fragrance. Head turner. A complete head turner. So I would be very surprised if you don't get a compliment. It's like this. I mean, this is a immediate impact maker, right? This is not an immediate impact maker, but once it dries down, it is a lady killer. And if a lady is wearing this, is a man killer, if there's such a thing. So it's a tremendous compliment magnet, no doubts, but not the first 6 to 7 hours. Age groups. The thing is, the way it dries down, it makes it completely acceptable for anybody to wear it. A lady can wear this, a man can wear this. A 25-year-old guy can wear this, 60-year-old guy can wear this. Absolutely no issues. Yeah, it's really high quality stuff, been made beautifully. The marketing, the thinking, everything is perfect. It's a really well made fragrance. So I think I've covered everything, all aspects. I'm going to give it a 9. It starts as 7, but it just makes up so much ground that it becomes a superb fragrance in its dry down. So I'm going to give it a 9. I think that's fair. Hope you like the review, fellas. Take care. Bye-bye.